This is Stoke Bardolph. A lovely morning. It's going to be very warm, if not hot, later on today, so I've made an early start, and that helps me in my quest to find a species of moth that I've not seen in the adult stage. I've only seen what it's left behind. Here at Stoke Bardolph there's a long row of poplar trees. I can actually remember these trees being planted. That's the worrying aspect to all this. But poplar trees are where I need to look, because I'm after the hornet moth. And when I refer to signs left behind by the moth, I'm of course talking of exit holes. Exit holes are made by the larvae prior to pupation. They live under the bark, and before they go to pupate they bite through and create the characteristic exit hole, and then pupate just a little way in the tunnel that they've created from the exit hole itself. Now, the record that I found today, I found numerous exit holes here at Stoke Bardolph, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a new site for hornet moth in Nottinghamshire. Hornet moths are a terrifically rare moth in Nottinghamshire, but it seems as though it's on the increase in the lower part of the Trent Valley. I have another site to go and check on where adult moths are being seen in this last few days. And so I called here at Stoke Bardolph on the off chance. Good job I did, because it's paid off, but not on any of these trees up here. So I'm walking back around to where I've parked the car, to where there's one particular tree that's got numerous exit holes on it, or at the base of it. I've also got the lure that I'm employing today in an attempt to attract a passing male. Well, it's this tree just in front that is most heavily used, or being used, by hornet moth. I'll show you the exit holes in a minute, and then I'm going to continue to walk down. But this tree has got lots of exit holes on this side, and then round to the left, round the sunniest and warmest side. But the holes are all low and often go down into the roots, so that's what you're looking for. Well, you can see the obvious hole there. I think these are all from last year, so maybe we won't be lucky and get the adult here this year. So I am going to try at the Colic Country Park area, but we had another hole here. There are two here. One is a little bit smaller than it should be. Possible that that could be lunar hornet, but exit holes here, and right at ground level at the base just here. There are also exit holes on the bottom of the tree here. So you can see how low these holes are. Get any length of grass. If I'd have come yesterday and the grass had been growing up at the side and was probably up here, I may well not have seen these. And where the roots go into the soil and just under the soil, you will often get exit holes there. So they're not always the easiest of things to see. Getting warmer, not literally in the developing sunshine that we have now, but I've come a couple of miles down the River Trent from Stoke Bardolph, where I was originally. I'm now at Colic, right at the side of Colic Country Park, and this was an area that I suspected that some of the recent sightings we've had here in Nottinghamshire of hornet moth have come from. And there's a grey poplar here. At the base of that grey poplar, only a couple of inches just above grass level, are about 10 exit holes, and we still have the Pupil exuvia in one of those exit holes. And here is that pupa. So I know that moths are around. This is the first time I've seen the Pupil exuvia of hornet moth. So I will be taking this home with me just to get a few photographs, but I want to photograph it and film it in situ. But there are, as I sit here, there are more exit holes, some that look old. This one obviously isn't. All clearwings, when they emerge from their host tree or shrub, they crawl out so far and then leave the pupal case, and the pupal case is always still stuck in situ in the hole. Eventually, for various reasons, it either decays or is taken out of the hole. Nice to find one. Just need to see the adult moth. That would confirm that this is hornet moth and not lunar hornet moth, exuvia. I've got the lure out at the moment and giving it half an hour here. Had a walk round and then come back through the country park, but this is the only tree that I've found with exit holes on. Most of the other trees aren't so open as this, and I think this is the kind of tree that hornet moths prefer. So I'm staking this particular tree out, although it is quite breezy here. The other side of the trees in the country park, there's not a breath of wind and it's really quite hot. So we'll give it a while here, but this is a moth that is proving commoner in Nottinghamshire all of a sudden. It reappeared or appeared in Nottinghamshire for the first time a number of years ago at a site at Nottingham University. I went and walked Nottingham University looking for the original location and couldn't find any exit holes in the trees, but then I did at the entrance onto Derby Road opposite the Queen's Medical Centre, and there were exit holes in some hybrid poplars there. But since then, the only other site for it turned up at East Leek at the British Gypsum Works, and that was only a couple of years ago. But this year, and over the winter, people have been looking for it and new sites have been discovered, and there's one just recently found over the river in West Bridgford, and I think it's also just up the river not far from Gunthorpe too. So this is a moth that's either spreading or has been considerably overlooked in previous years. It may well be that it's restricted to this lower part of the Trent Valley. That's certainly what records are indicating, but it would be nice to see one.